Nobody knows the truth about Halsbury Manor, or the fabled piano that plays the same lullaby at the stroke of midnight of every hallowed eve. Some say it's cursed, others say it's a crude hoax. However, this is the tale of the Piano Lullaby. It was the 29th of October, 1866, and the rains poured down over Halsbury Mansion. A storm was brewing and the serving staff began preparing the household. Lord Halsbury sat in his study checking over his affairs when the house bell rang. Rising from his brandy and moving from the smoky warmth of the fire, he approached the front door. Before him stood a beggar woman. Grimy and haggard, she asked for mercy from the relentless storm, offering him a rare manuscript in return for his kindness. The Lord laughed at the proposal, simply taking the script from her wretched hand. She warned the Lord not to ignore her wish and to offer her the shelter, saying, "Charity is a jewel you shall never forget." But he did not heed her words and shut the door with a thunderous bang. The woman walked into the rain, a wicked smile spreading across her lips. The Lord had sealed his own fate. Sitting back in his leather-bound chair and staring at the tattered envelope, he pondered the old woman's words. Taking an envelope knife, he carefully split the edge and shook the contents out. A tattered old manuscript labeled The Piano Lullaby fell onto his lap. With candle in hand, the Lord made his way from the smoky study to the grand hall. Lightning erupted, thunder roared, and floorboards creaked and moaned as he made his way to the grand piano in the center of the hall. The lid creaked open, and the stand clicked shut. He lay his fingers upon the keys and began to play an eerie melody. The notes chimed on the strings, but however the Lord played, he could not finish the tune. Frustrated by the piece, the Lord kept playing and playing and playing. Days passed as he would struggle to complete the lullaby. Every time getting close to completing its simple phrase, he would stumble and have to start over. Consumed by the piece, the Lord became more and more reclusive, shunning visitors and family alike. For years, he continued to try to complete the never-ending lullaby, his piano growing old and withered in the process. Looking in the mirror, he could not see the haggard old man before him, but could only see his youthful reflection in the dusty mirror. It wasn't long before the staff left, telling stories of the master's bizarre behavior and the strange goings-on in the grand hall. But soon after they left, one by one, they began to fall dead on the stroke of midnight. It seemed as if anyone that dared listen to the piano lullaby, they could not go but 24 hours without hearing it again. For if they did, their life would end prematurely. Years passed, with the twisted bracken taking hold of the mansion. No one ever ventured to Halsbury Manor. But if you're brave enough, you can still hear that fabled tune floating across the fields, played on that old withered piano, with the Lord of Halsbury still trying to complete its fabled song.